Talk to you about Testo Medic. It's pretty much a project I've had going for over 15 years. As a trainer and workout guy, I've pretty much always looked to have higher testosterone. Um, Through the years, I originally got some of the formula from a mentor of mine. His name was Charles Poliquin. He was controversial, but one of the most successful coaches that I think has ever been on this planet. He was ridiculous in terms of his knowledge, and he could quote things that I've already forgotten 10 times. So, but moving forward, he gave me some of the inspiration for this product. So, for example, when you look at the formula itself, we're going to go right here. We're going to see that one of the basis of this is the carnitine formula, okay, in the product. The carnitine is really helpful for the, helping of influencing testosterone receptors. Now, I've played with this formula for many years, ups and downs and whatsoever, but basically, no formula is really complete until you address the receptor issue. If you're not addressing receptors, your formula is going to peter out. That's essentially why people taking steroids have to cycle, because the receptors kind of tend to burn out. In biology, we call that downregulation. And downregulation means your receptors either decrease in number or become less sensitive. It happens in a lot of ways. It happens in things like sugar. So, for example, if you are, taking too much sugar, you get, insulin resistance, which is thought to be one of the precursors of prediabetes, if not prediabetes itself. So, anyway, the same thing is true with testosterone. You need to look at the receptor issue. So, going through on my website here, for the most part, I'm not going to read it to you, but the truth is it's epochnutritionsciences.com, products, Testo Medic. So basically, like I said, 15 years in the making. This is kind of reality of the compilation of what people have told me after taking it. So, we've gotten more energy, we've gotten rapid gains. I mean, rapid, it just seems stupid. So better workouts, better pumps. The pumps are like, if enough reason alone to take this, forget about arginine and all that kind of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, these work, but these pump you like you have no idea. Stronger libido, less pain, better recovery, better male performance. I mean, you can't have a product like this without that. So more motivation. People talk about how they're just way more motivated to get to the gym. I mean, it's pretty easy to get to the gym when you think every time you go, you're going to be better than last time. I mean, it's like, let's go and find out. People report better sleep. I mean, it's just like a better overall formula. So what I want to say was, we have, my experience on this was I've been taking part of the formula for many, many years. It's exciting. I was never really skipping it because I've always noticed something that had helped. And then something happened. When I took the formula for the first time, it was really weird. I felt stronger. I had more pumps. It was just, and I didn't even know it was my product. I get to the gym and I'm lifting more and I'm like, what the, it was like so confusing to me. So what I did was I started tracking my results on one machine. Now, I like machines for that reason. Machines, there's very little variation. You just push on something, it goes, or pull on something. So I was using the chest press by Hoist, and I was doing, 12 reps, and I've been doing it for a while on a certain number. But that week, it just felt really light. So I went up and I did the rest of my sets at 12 reps at a higher number. And I'm like, that's just weird. I didn't even put it together yet. So through the week, I was like, maybe that stuff really works beyond what I expected because I already thought I had gotten the gains out of it. So the next week, I went up another plate and did all my sets. at 12 reps, which you kind of know that 12 reps isn't really the strength curve. Any strength coaches out there will know that 12 reps isn't, where you decide to get your athletes the bulk of their strength. So that's even more significant. And this went on for 4 workouts. Now, in my third and fourth workout, I wasn't able to do all of the sets that I would normally do, which was 4 or 5 sets at that number. And the final week, I can't remember if I did 1 or 2 sets at 12 reps, but that's relatively normal. When you have a strength gain, you don't see it on every set. You only see it on, the first or second or third set. And then you kind of, you die down a little bit. Like I said, there's nothing abnormal about that, supplement or not. So anyway, what I can really say is that I gained like 28% on my chest press strength in like under 4 weeks. Basically, I had 4 workouts that actually, when you start on day 1, you're going to, it was like 23 days or something on the product, which by anybody's stretch is ridiculous. Now, in all truth, I had been there before, but at a much younger age. So although Hoist didn't have that piece of equipment out, I was able to bench press in the 4s, where now I can, basically scrape by on a 3 number. So I also have a shoulder injury that does, have a problem. So the machine seems to erase some of that problem. So I have a shoulder that's apparently like 80 years old in my body, and I'm certainly not 80. No thanks. Don't say I'm 80. Anyway, I gave it to a bunch. Originally, I was going to put it on Amazon, and Amazon squashed the ads, and that was really my whole marketing thrust. So I went through my circle of influence, and I said, hey, I'm going to hook you guys up with a bottle, and, tell me what happens. Don't lie to me. And this is what the people said. I mean, my man here got stronger. I don't think he tracked all of his strength gains, but, he saw his weight go up, his bench press go up, and his body fat go down. I mean, hello. I mean, his roommate's down here, so hence you see the same picture. But, they're workout buddies. So my other friend, he's a little older, in his upper 40s, and he said, like, no matter how tired he was, he couldn't wait to get back to the gym, right? So moving through, my friend here, he went crazy, and he just did a squat challenge on it, and he said he gained 80 pounds on his squat in less than a month. I mean, he was at 405. He was figuring out his 1 rep max at 485, and he did it. Pretty unbelievable. Joe here, he's a constant user, out of pain, pumps, feeling great. Same thing here. Another guy named Joe, same thing. He was able to kind of get through his test, a regular user. Friend Eric here, what's interesting is he saw his diabetic numbers drop, his sugar, which is, the product will do that. I just don't market it for that reason. Just because you get into the medical issue too much, and people don't like that. It will also drop your cholesterol, but let's not get into that either. So, Brandon here, he owns a training studio. He was just like, this stuff's amazing. He goes, he wanted to market it as well. This is my dad. My dad was scared of taking it. And he was like, is this going to hurt me? I'm like, no, Dad, I took it so that I could be 100 years old. I mean, I made it for that reason. Going down, you'll see all the same thing. Upped energy, pumps are amazing. My friend Rob here is doing a testosterone challenge on it right now, and we're waiting any day to see what his testosterone numbers are. But anecdotally, I've moved testosterone over 300 points in people. I know that seems kind of crazy, but I've done more than that on the original version. Now this is the second version. So I had a client, and I moved him originally from the 3s to the 8s. He was 59 years old. His wife was telling him to get away from him, if you understand what I'm talking about. Apparently he chased her all around the house. So but he's doing a testosterone. He started out at around 720, so we'll see where he is. So he's definitely ripe. Now it's the guy on the left, not the guy on the right. Um, my friend here, he was like, dude, what the heck? He goes, I feel so pumped. I feel like I'm busting out of my shirt. The cool part about the pumps too is they last. They don't just, it's not like you're pumped for like 20 minutes and it goes away. You're pumped for days. So it's funny. I look in the mirror sometimes. I'm like, I feel like 3 times this big. But anyway, this is giving me a whole new confidence in working out again. I can't wait to get to the gym. My wife will say, "Oh, can't you skip the gym today?" I'm like, "Heck no." Can't wait to see what it is. And I can't wait to have that feeling of like that skin busting pump. So just give it a try. It took me a couple days. It took someone to feel a difference is about a week. But I would say after 2 days, you should really see something. Well, anyway, thanks for your time. And that's a little description on my most awesome product, Testo Medic. Thanks.